YouTube, what is up? Today we have some big news. Bleed Esports has been removed from VCT. That is Bleed Esports that were meant to be signing Aspas. These were the rumors, and making a team for the run for next year. No longer in VCT. We'll look at the why in a little bit. Boom Esports are getting promoted. So obviously they were the team that played against Simprissa in the Pacific Ascension final. Crazy game. Went to 5 maps, went to overtime, triple overtime, I think it was. And they have been promoted in replace of Bleed Esports. So we're going to look at the why a little bit, and then we'll kind of look at some of the players and who it affects. This is the why that we got from Riot themselves. So all teams have a thing called the TPA that they sign with Riot. It's basically just a contract between you and them saying we're going to do these deliverables. And yeah, it's just a contract like we're going to move here. You're going to pay your players a certain amount. You're going to do this. You're going to report back how the spending's going of the stipend, etc. And we have Bleed Esports was terminated due to its failure to comply with the critical reporting requirements and other key obligations under the TPA. So we don't really know what this is. We can kind of guess, and at the moment, I see a lot of journalists trying to dig and trying to find out what might have been the actual cause. Most people are going to like money side, but obviously they were gonna be signing Aspas, so in theory they had a lot of money. We have Purist here. He's trying to find out, according to a former Bleed employee, there were some instances where players were delayed payment for a couple of months, so that might be something to do with it. So yeah, we are definitely interested to see like why, right? We can kind of guess at the moment, and we'll find out, honestly. So these journalists will find out what it is. They'll ask the right people, and then eventually we'll find out. So stay tuned for that. But Bleed have come out and just said, we are deeply disappointed by this outcome, but we respect Riot's decision and will continue to cooperate with them throughout this process. Over the last year, we've been in constant communication with Riot to address issues related to our deliverables in the TPA. Unfortunately, we are unable to rectify these issues in a satisfactory manner, and the decision was made to terminate our petition in VCT Pacific. So you got to remember, EG had some sketchy ground last year, and we were thinking this might happen, but this isn't a partnered team, right? You have the 10 original partnered teams, and then you have 2 from Ascension. So these 2 from Ascension, they are more likely to punish these 2 teams because they aren't part of the original 10 partnered teams. That gets reevaluated in 2027, I think. So those 10 teams, I'm not saying they're fully safe, but I think they get a little bit more leeway than maybe these other 2 Ascension teams. So that's worth keeping in mind. But yeah, this one's pretty big. Bleed just accepting it, saying they might try for challenges again. So that is going to be interesting. Then we have Boom Esports. Like, how are Boom Esports reacting to this? And the CEO is basically just saying they're super excited. But apparently the fuse they lost was a 0.0085 defuse. Anyway, in quad overtime, I thought it was triple, but yeah, I think quad might be the one. So that one's crazy, thinking a whole year's done, and then you get the call up to actually say, hold up, don't sell any of your players, you might be making it. So that one's massive. So yeah, we got they told their players as soon as they received the news, and yeah, now they're going to be in for next year, and I imagine they're going to keep the roster because yeah, they've been gifted this chance, and honestly, the players are really good. Like, you could argue that they played better, to be honest, in the final than Simprissa. Just the individuals saved Simprissa a little bit, especially on Bind. The org itself tweeted as well, if you don't love me at my worst, which is then with the diffuse, then you don't deserve me at my best, which is the tweet from Riot themselves. Let's talk a little bit about players. We mentioned them. Let's start with the coaches. So, Legia, obviously, that's the tweet that he had. There's a couple of them, and it says, well, jobless overnight, heard 30 minutes ago about it. So just before 30 minutes before it becomes official news. That is absolutely devastating. So yeah, that's him as a free agent. Now I guess he's looking for a team. I heard they dropped Scary as well, so that he can try and find a team for franchising. So that's going to be interesting. And then we need to talk about this guy, because this is the guy that was meant to be signing for them on a crazy contract. from what I'm hearing as well. So I mean, you would imagine it's Aspas, right? I heard he had a crazy one on Lev. At least Sideshow was alluding to that in Plat Chat yesterday. So let's think about the ripple effect. So you have Lev. They're going to be selling this guy. Let's say he has a really high buyout, and with that buyout, they're rumored to be signing Demon One. So let's do D1. Got Demon 1 that was meant to be going to here, but they were probably going to be purchasing Demon 1 with the money from Aspas's buyout. So now this guy needs to find another team, and I imagine they're not going to be able to find someone that's offering as much as Bleed. And now the Lev keep Aspas, and does the Demon 1 thing not go through? Then the Demon, then like the NRG still keep with Madder, or are they tempted to get Aspas or Demon 1? Like there is a little bit of a ripple effect, and we don't 100% know what's going to happen. So we'll keep tuned for that. But it's definitely interesting. Aspas, I imagine right now, will be still looking for teams. Yeah, and I mean they're gonna have to pay, but you can. This is a guy that can win you. That can win you champs, proven, and is one of the most consistent, if not the most consistent duelists we've ever seen in the game. So that is really big. And then we have Ye as well. Ye's tweeting that he's now an unrestricted free agent. And we'll scroll down. Chad is like awful with rumors. He never him doing this. I now know that Ye is signed because Ye is signed somewhere. Because Chad is awful at hiding this stuff, so that gives it away for me. So we get to see Ye somewhere signed, I imagine, for next year, which is going to be awesome as well, especially with the Chamber meta. I'm pretty excited for that one. So he does kind of jump on the bandwagon saying, well, I'm an unrestricted free agent for 2025. And dude, if someone picked this guy up and you could persuade him to play Chamber a lot of the time, because I do think the Chamber, especially with Pearl coming in, pretty viable, could be a really, really good pickup as well. So yeah, we have a lot of things going on, and then obviously Boom Esports, that final was incredible, and honestly, I'm excited to see a lot of these players as well. Like Famous has been really good. We've got a crazy good Cypher in Berserk X. We've got this guy that plays I was calling him the Odin guy the whole time because he was playing Odin or Lotus for like on attack and defense the whole time. And Z's is like a really good entertainer as well. So yeah, I'm excited for all of these players. Shiro as well was stepping up in the final. Like everyone had a great final. Like it was one of the best finals we've ever seen. So Boom Esports, Indonesian org, big following, should be really fun to watch as well. So let me know in the comments what you think. Did I miss anything in terms of the players? Yeah, I probably did. Have we got, Scary and Legia now with the free agency. So they're keeping Crazy Guy. That's it. They're just keeping Crazy Guy. So I guess they're building around him is what it looks like. And it looks like they're keeping the staff. And Legia and Scary can kind of find other teams. So... And Darion and Redler were free agents and with Zest a while ago. So, okay, let me know in the comments what you think. This one's pretty wild. I imagine a lot of people have opinions. We don't know the why. Maybe that I missed some information that you know of. But I want to know who you think who's picking up Aspas. Like who's actually picking up Aspas? It's late. Like teams announce who they pick up in about 3 days. So. I don't know what agency he's on, but I imagine they're working overtime right now. If all the rumors are true, again, if. Okay, yeah, let me know where you think Aspas is going. I will see you on the next video, whenever that is. All right, peace, everyone. Thank you.